Cryolite and Diamantina Lemurian Quartz, which is, in my opinion, one of the most expansive for tuning you into the true power that helps you to create your world and to live in this world in such a way that just increases the magnificence of everything. Now, before I get started with this video, you'll probably notice that there's a lot of water around me. It's actually because we're on a paddleboard right now, and I honestly just thought it would be an interesting setting for the video. So thanks to Ruby for filming it and not dropping it in the water. Here we go. Cryolite has this incredible ability and natural energy to it that when you just hold a piece in your hand, you start to become more of the presence, more of the atmosphere in reality, rather than so deeply zoomed into your human self. Now, there's a lot of benefit to being in your body, and I highly recommend it, coming from an empath who projected myself into the higher chakras for a long time in my life. I highly recommend you look into some grounding crystals and really ground yourself in your body. Your life, who you are, is so much bigger. It's so much bigger than just this human character. So you can be the human character, and I highly recommend you do, but the difference is that when you're so deeply attached and identified with it, then you miss a lot of your power, which is the power that you use to live an extraordinary life. So Cryolite tunes you into this atmosphere. You can literally start to feel yourself rising. Does anybody else, have you ever worked with Cryolite and you understand what I mean by this? It's like, it's not just like zooming out. It's like I become this natural presence, this natural field of energy. So Cryolite helps you to tune into the presence of kind of like the observer, the watcher that sees it. The Lemurian Quartz comes in as being my favorite crystal for changing the channel, to put it just clearly. The Lemurian Quartz has this incredible power to it to help you to focus and direct your intention and to change the channel. So you can flip through all these different channels, but the truth is that you can't change your life when you are deeply, deeply having your anchor, just like you're a sailboat, your anchor thrown down in one specific reality. And that anchor, it keeps you stuck there. When the truth is that Cryolite helps us to see and tune into, you're actually free. You are this incredible presence, this incredible force, this incredible consciousness. And you can change the channel and explore all different aspects of reality using Lemurian Quartz. But the reason that they're so beneficial together is because of this one specific fact that I've been tuning into more lately. If you think that changing the channel is going to bring you happiness, it won't. It could bring you more relationships. It could bring you more money. It could bring you a different kind of house. You could live in a different area, but it's not going to bring you happiness, because the happiness comes from being able to be here now in whatever is your life and appreciate it and find who you really are in that moment. So what I thought, and what I see a lot of people think for a long time in their lives until some traumatic things happen, it tends to be what people attract, is some traumatic events to kind of snap them out of their ego, is that you can keep changing the channel, but you're not going to find the happiness there, because the reason that we aren't happy is because we are falsely identified with the things we have and this human character. You think you are this person. You think that all the things that are going on in your life are super serious and super important. And it's super important that you get more money. And it's super important that you attract your romantic partner. But what Cryolite helps to teach us, what Cryolite helps to tune us into, is this vibrational presence that says there's a lightness to right now in this moment. There's an incredible lightness and power to right now, no matter what channel you're on. And you can change the channel. But if you haven't figured out yet that you are not the channels, you are presence that is observing and experiencing all of them, then you aren't going to be able to find your bliss and your joy. So this is what we're really talking about. Lemurian Quartz. I have an entire playlist about it tagged in the description of this video for you guys. Lemurian Quartz helps you to completely transform your life. I've used it many times to change such drastic channels to what a lot of people refer to as quantum leaps. But I wasn't happy because I just wanted more and more and more, and I couldn't figure out why once I got what I wanted, I wasn't happy. And what I've been realizing more lately is that happiness isn't something that you change the channel to find. It's a part of you that is okay and is doing well, no matter what the channel is. Whether there's a certain challenge in your life, whether you're on an upswing or a downswing, or you have this or that, happiness is a byproduct of being your true self, who you really are. Unhappiness is a byproduct of identifying with what channel you're on and thinking that it's super important and you throw your anger down. You can use it to tune into this present field of energy. And what that helps you to do is to be free from that anchor that roots you so deeply into identifying to whatever you're experiencing. And the Lemurian Quartz helps you to reach down into this position within yourself. And it's amazing because you bring in this fifth dimensional consciousness and you're able to shift and move all about the world just like it's a dream. It's like a lucid dream all of a sudden. But we have to be responsible for ourselves to wake up and realize that it doesn't matter what you have or don't have. You are not those things. You are not that situation. You are something much more incredible than that. And the truth is that if you shift your life into some amazing area where you've got everything you could have ever wanted, you will crumble and fall. And that happened to me because I falsely identified with it. And whenever you identify with it, you step out of your power. And what's your power? Well, that's what the Cryolite in this combination helps you to remember and tune into. This lightness, this presence, this consciousness that isn't based on whether things are going good in your life or going bad. That isn't based on rightness or wrongness. It's not based on this or that. It just is. So use Lemurian Quartz to change your life because you're here. You're having a human experience. You can do anything and follow any of your dreams, and you can go anywhere in the world and you can experience anything that you could put your mind and imagination to. You can. And Lemurian Quartz proves that to us. But you will fall and crumble if you have not built your life on a structure of truth. Because if you build your foundation out of illusion, then you'll fall straight through it. And the illusion is the identification and attachment to these things. So this is where most people mess up, and it's where I messed up repeatedly. When you start identifying with the way that things are going in your life, with what channel you're turned to, you step out of your power. And when you're not in your power, you fall. You fall because you don't know who you are. You're not standing in who you are, you're standing in the illusion self. You see why this combination is so amazing? What do you guys think about this? Like I said, I've got a playlist on the Lemurian Quartz tagged below, and I have a new Cryolite playlist that's coming out, so make sure to subscribe, like this video, and stay tuned for more of them. And you can find the first video I made talking about how the Cryolite activates the light body, and more information about that in this video's description. Thanks a lot, everybody. Much love to you, and I'll see you for the next video. Peace.